Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. And thank you, folks who are here. Thank you so much. Good to see you. Yes, yes. Thank you so much. So welcome to the Storytelling Association of California General Member Meeting and Awards Ceremony and Regional Gem Celebration. I'm Sarah Armstrong. I'm the chair of the board, and I'm just thrilled that so many of you are here and our wonderful folks from the board are here. I just want to say you'll be meeting most of them, but a couple folks weren't able to come. Camille Miller is off doing some other storytelling thing, and Amy B is hiking the trail in Europe. So hope she's having a great time. We're going to each do a little short report, and then we have some our special award to share. After that, there'll be a break for about half an hour, and then at 12:30, Liz Nichols, our regional gem, will be sharing her stories with us. So thank you so much. Again, glad that you're here. So I'm going to turn it over to Shags to give his report for us to start us off.
Well, hello, let me share my screen. Now, as far as finances, we're in pretty good shape. We we had a festival last year that cost a little bit more than we had anticipated, only because we didn't get enough people to come to the festival. But that's besides the point. It was a great festival, but it did set us back. However, the funding from 2 years ago, if you remember, covered most of the shortfall for this year. So that's why I say we're still in pretty good shape as far as SAC has been for the last 5 or so years. We brought in $19,000, $19,127.68. Administration cost $2,700. You can see we operate fairly cheaply on that. For the festival, $25,000. Our different programs, support for different programs, and to bring you Story Crossroads group membership, genre, where we are actually helping local storytellers to make a couple bucks now and then. All sorts of things that we did. And that ended up at total expense of $35,000, which we made an investment in storytelling of about $16,000 for the year. Again, remember that we still had a good $12,000 chunk of change from the prior BASF grants for the first time we were in Santa Rosa. So that's why I say it's really not so bad. We ended the year with a cash balance of 18,969.53, and allocation of that 4,000 is for storytelling in the schools, in I think Title I schools, and so we have available $15,000, just under $15,000 for SAC purposes, and that's what we're using for the seed money for the festival this year. Yeah, we need you and all your friends there to pump that up. So that's really all I have. Membership stands still at about 200. It's coming and going. We get more. It goes down. Notices just went out. So thank you for all that got it and renewed. That's all I've got. Unless there are any questions. You're muted.
Yes, thank you very much. Yes, yes.
You're welcome.
So moving right along, thank you. Moving the floor.
You know, we have been going into Title I and others. Ben Tucker went into Prescott Elementary School in Oakland, and the oldest school in the Oakland School District, in fact. And it's a Title IX school. And he did storytelling about earth science and weather. And he had a very good reception there. And we want to do more such stories. We are inspired by him. And there were 24 schools in the K class and 28 in the pre-K class. So, and besides that, we had our member Emily Stamets do some storytelling at the Morse High School in the San Diego area. And she went in there for a class with 40 students, and they were high school students. And guess what? They came and performed, 7 of them came and performed in the San Diego Storytelling Festival. Yes, and so this was a direct result of her great mentoring and coaching. And we have 2 more coming up, 2 more good projects. David Smith is going to do one in Escondido with a group of San Diego storytellers. And our own Ed Lewis is going to be taking storytelling into some schools in Sacramento. And we have $3,180 almost dollars allocated for this storytelling in schools project.
Thank you. Ed, would you talk about genre, please?
Sure. So last month we had a very successful genre on myths, fables, fairy tales, and fantasy. We had 7 storytellers. We had 1 guest storyteller, a well-known fairy tale person, Cooper Braun from Colorado coming. And we had 6 storytellers from our different story swap groups in California. They were all amazing. It was a great show. This month, Claire Castell here is the MC for historical stories. And we have 6 storytellers for that, local people from around California. And next month, our legends, we have 5 people. We're looking for a couple more. And then in June, we have the Juneteenth celebration. Ben Tucker will be the MC, and we have 6 storytellers for that, and we're looking for 1 more. So genres rolling along and looking good.
Thank you. Speaking of Juneteenth, Ben, will you share what you've been working on?
Sure. This is the 3rd year that SAC has sponsored Juneteenth, and I'm very happy to be able to coordinate that program. We have 3 programs you just heard from Ed. We'll be doing that program on the 17th of June, and that will be a Zoom storytelling session. So all of you across the state of California can zero in on that. That's a great opportunity. And then in Berkeley on June 6th, we will hold a Juneteenth program at the Turia Hall Pittman Library in Berkeley, which is the old South Berkeley Library. We've got a great lineup for that. And then in Southern California on June 13th, Tina will be coordinating a Juneteenth fair at a program in the LA area. She might report out on that when her turn comes to report out. And then in July, I'm happy to be representing the SAC organization in the San Francisco Free Folk Festival. And that's in Golden Gate Park. It's a great program. It's held in the band shell right next to the D. Young Museum. So if any of you are interested in that, come on out and bring your windbreaker.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you so much. And Tina, it's your turn.
Great. It's so nice. I'm going to be welcoming Ben down to Southern California for the Juneteenth show. He's flying down doing actually doing all 3 shows. So busy man. I'm Tina Tomiyama, and my particular area is Storyline, the newsletter that SAC puts out every 4 months. Now, tell me, you don't tell me that you haven't been getting it. Please, all of you, tell me immediately that you've been getting your storylines and that you read them cover to cover. The last issue came out April 1st, and it was a whopper. We were so proud of it. It had lots and lots of very rich content. It's put together by a team of 3. There's Sarah Armstrong. She's our editor, but she's also fact checker and proofreader and finder of the free story, as well as writing her own column in it. Claire Castell has fairly recently joined the team, and she is invaluable as a coordinator. and I do the graphics and put the thing together. All of you who belong to SAC swap groups, I hope you look at those last 3 pages where information about all the swap groups and ways to get into any meeting that you may be wanting to attend. There, it's all there for you, as well as a lot of other cool stuff. So the next issue comes out July 1st. It closes, the content closes June 1st. So if you have anything that you'd like to include, we'd love to spotlight clubs. We'd love to spotlight individuals, any good stories, any great photographs. Please send them along. Hope to hear from you. Thanks.
Tina is amazing. Thank you so much. Thank you. And well, how are things in Southern California? Good.
They are beautiful. We're supposed to have some rain tonight, which we like down here. We get really happy when we have rain.
Well, we've had rain up here, so it's
We'll
good.
send some down.
We'd love to. Yes, indeed.
It's on its way.
Okay, thank you, Tina. Thank you so much. Suzanne LaCour is fairly new on the board, and wow, what a powerhouse. So Suzanne, will you share what you've been working on?
Sure, absolutely. I have been doing a lot of banners and promotional items, getting out into local storytelling events, promoting our association. And I am really excited to say that in a nutshell, which has between 200 to 300 people every month, has allowed us to promote our festival. And I'm just really, really excited about that. They have 3 other local storytelling events in the Sacramento or Placerville area. And all of those have agreed for us to help promote the festival and our organization. And I've been doing some email blasts out to find sponsors. And if anyone here has an ad that they like to place, they have a business that desires to be out there in front, we're still taking ad space. So yeah, if you guys have any promotional items that you want to send away, we have always needs for them. I'm looking for any graphics. I know Tina will help me get those, and probably they're already there, and I just don't know how to find them. So thank you so much.
Thank you. I'll ask you next, if that's okay.
Sure.
So I want to now turn to Claire Castell, who has been doing a number of things, So Claire, go ahead and share with us what you'd like.
Well, mostly I've been working on this, the regional gem. But like anything, it takes a village.
Yes.
There's been so many people doing important and vital work. I mean, this would have been a disaster if it was up to me. We have Mark Hennessy, Claire Hennessy doing the tech, which would leave most of us a little dizzy, but they're just slamming it down. And Tina, oh my goodness, the artwork, the posters, the background, the certificate. She has been marvelous. And who did I forget to mention? Okay, well, there's Liz, who we'll be seeing a little bit more later. And who? Jean. Oh, okay. So a lot of this, the other, anyway, I just want to thank everybody for working on this. It's just lovely and perfect. And I am working as an MC for the genre. And maybe after that, I can take a breath.
Yeah.
So hold on just a second, Claire. Marilyn, did you want to say anything about your part in all this? Please? You're muted.
You have to wait. I'm not quite ready.
Oh, okay. We're working
You
on
didn't.
it.
You sprung that on me.
Oh,
So it's such a pleasure to work with Tina, and also then this year with Claire Castell on the regional gem, which I think is a gem of a program from SAC. And I just can't tell you how happy we are about how things have gone and are going. I'm so excited to hear from Liz what a fabulous gem she is. And I'm really enthusiastic about hearing her stories today. And of course, as we look forward, the next regional gem, we'll start thinking about that. And that will be somebody from Southern California. So if you have thoughts about that, you can email me or Tina about that.
Great, thank you so much. So our last presentation in this round is our own Claire Hennessy. So I'm going to ask her to talk with you about.
Sorry, it's
The
all a
good
bit
stuff.
complicated with the tech and trying to do stuff, everything. But here I am. I'm Bay Area Storytelling Festival, which you can't see the thing here. So that's coming up literally in 2 weeks' time. We're very excited. Andy Offer Irwin, Motorco, and Jasmine Cardenas are our featured tellers. We've got a SAC member showcase, which will feature Liz Nichols as our regional gem and 4 other tellers from the SAC membership. We've got workshops, we've got youth concerts, we've got an open mic, so anyone can tell a story. You could buy a single ticket, a morning ticket, or all afternoon ticket, or all day. We recommend all day. So come along, you go to sfapshows.com or the Storytelling Association of California website. You can get tickets, you can get more information, you can see the schedule. So come along and join us.
Do SAC members get a discount?
Oh, okay, we will give you a discount. If you're a SAC member, just put in SAC and you'll get a discount.
And what about the virtual aspect?
Yes, thank you, Sarah. She's given me all these lovely pointers. So everything will be live streamed with my lovely tech guru who's going to do that. And we're recording everything. You'll be able to watch it right until the end of August. So it's a really good deal. And it's very cheap. We haven't put the price up for years. So come along to the virtual. I was going to say something else. If you've got any money problems whatsoever, you need a scholarship, send us an email. We'll help you out with that as well. So there's no reason not to come and see the Bay Area Storytelling Festival, no matter where you are.
That's right.
Thanks.
Right.
I need to get up, I guess. We're ready. So that,
Yes.
Okay, sorry. So that concludes our reports from our board members. And I'm not.
Yes, so we're going to now just take a second while we get Sarah out in front of the table. So give us a moment.
The SAC board decided that we really needed to do something to honor our elders in the storytelling movement and community. Folks who've been around and doing the work and supporting storytelling, helping us all grow, creating the organizations that support storytelling and storytellers through organizations, through festivals, through school visits, on and on and on. So this year we instituted the Legacy Award, the Lifetime Legacy Award, for the first time. Thank you, everybody. And we're honoring 2 people today, and it's not necessarily going to be every year, but this year we felt we needed to honor these 2 very special people. So first I want to talk a little bit about Diane Ferlat. All of you, I'm sure, have heard Diane, hopefully seen her in person, enjoyed her enthusiasm, her breadth of stories, her international reputation, for all kinds of stories, from Southern stories to ghost tales to historical tales to folk and fairy tales. She's just been a dynamite person, a teacher, a mentor for so many. And she's not able to be with us here today, but Tom Ferlat is here to accept the award in her honor. And then we get to see Diane tell a story online.
Oh.
So Tom, if you would come on up.
You're not gonna give me any chance to rest, or I just.
No, she's right to work.
Uh,
So we want to give this to Diane,
oh,
honoring
nice.
all her work.
Wow, that's terrific.
Yeah, super. If you wanted to say a few words?
Well,
just
You know,
she.
she wrote something that she wanted to say,
Oh, okay.
but she wants me to say it.
Good.
Like first person, like I'm her, right?
So we're storytellers. We can pretend.
Right, I'm not a storyteller,
That's okay.
so I have to read it.
All right.
Is that okay?
That's fine.
Where do you want him?
Huh?
okay, that's fine.
You're good. You're good.
I'm good?
You're good.
Thank you. Well, like you were mentioning, a lot of people have heard Diane, so she always starts off every appearance with a song. I'm so glad I'm here.
Are you gonna sing for us?
No. I can't sing and she's not here. So I just read what she wanted me to read.
That's perfect.
All right. She said, I never dreamed in a million years that I would be a storyteller. When I quit my office job to do it, storytelling, my father couldn't believe it. He said, they pay you to do this? You see, everybody in my family told stories. On the front porch in Louisiana, you tell a lie, I tell a lie. That was the way it was. But here I am now, over 4 decades later, to accept this award. I was glad that my father got to see me perform and tell me how proud he was. Even though he still thought it was crazy that I got paid. Well, I want to give a big thank you to my husband who has supported me. Also, I'm eternally grateful to my wonderful musician, Eric Pearson, who has been with me for almost 30 years. I definitely want to say thank you to the Storytelling Association of California for believing that my work as a storyteller deserves this award. More than that, I want to thank all the members of SAC who volunteer, organize, advocate, and do all the work that keeps the storytelling tradition alive, who serve as the backbone of the storytelling community. It's a great privilege to be part of the storytelling world, and I accept this award with much gratitude. Thank you. Thank you. One more thing. Thank you. That's a great little.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah.
It's really beautiful.
Well, thanks very much.
You're so welcome, thank you. And Diane was honored by the National Storytelling Network Circle of Excellence, so.
I'm gonna share my screen now.
Okay. Now we're gonna see a story online that Diane tells.
It's a good thing that the Creator gave us 2 eyes, 2 ears, but 1 mouth. Because some people talk too much. But of course, there's nobody like that around here. But there once was a woman who had a tongue that was sharp as a razor. Anything that came into her head came out of her mouth. That's not good. And one day, there was this woman going down to the marketplace. That's how she walks. She wasn't at the marketplace but 5 minutes before her tongue began to wag. She said, hey, that woman down the road, you see her at the marketplace? You see that woman? No, not that woman, the big fat one. Those vegetables she's selling, they come from my garden. Yeah, she's a thief, a big fat thief. And there was so much commotion in the marketplace. People yelling at the woman, calling her fat and laughing. It was so much commotion that both women were brought before the judge. And the judge said, what is going on here in the marketplace? All this commotion. And the woman with the sharp tongue, she said, well, you see, what I said at the marketplace, it was just a little joke. I was just having a little fun, that's all. I didn't mean anything by it. But the woman who was hurt by the words, she said, you humiliated me in front of everybody at the marketplace. You call me, a thief, A thief? Okay, okay. I take everything back, okay? I'm sorry I said anything. I take all the words I said back, okay? So everything's fine now. I take everything back, okay? So everything's fine, okay? Okay? But the judge, he looked at this woman and he thought, this woman does not even understand what she has done. And she will do it again and again and again. And he said, oh no, your cruel words cannot be forgotten. You take this feather pillow to the marketplace and you cut it and you let the feathers fly where they may. And then you bring me back the feathers. Every one. She said, every one, how can, but if I can. She knew she had to do as she was told. She took the feather pillow. She went down to the marketplace and she cut the pillow. And the wind took the feathers here and there and everywhere. And she tried her best to try and get them, to take them back to the judge. But she soon found out it was just impossible to do. And she tried to get everyone. But when she got back before the judge, she said, I couldn't get all the feathers back. The wind took them and blew them here and there and everywhere, so I couldn't get the feathers back. I couldn't get... Oh, I guess it's the same with my words that I can't take back. And the judge said, cruel words, just like feathers, fly in the wind and can never be gotten back again. You better mind how you talk. You better mind what you're talking about. 'Cause you gotta give an account at the judgment. You better mind. You better mind. You better mind. 'Cause you gotta give an account at the judgment. You better mind. You better mind how you talk. You better mind what you're talking about. 'Cause you gotta give an account at the judgment. You better mind. You better mind. You better mind. 'Cause you gotta give an account at the judgment. You better mind. You better mind. You better mind. If you know what's good for you. Now that was a Jewish story coming out of an African American mouth. Ain't that something? Stories are for all of us, no matter where they come from.
Tom, you'll tell everybody the response in the room to Diane's story. Tell her how much we loved it.
I will.
And how much we missed her. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Okay, so we do have another special Lifetime Legacy Award to present to Mary Gay Ducey. Now, Mary Gay, as you know, has been doing this work for a long time. She used to be the head. She's a school librarian. She's taught classes. She's done curriculum. She's developed it all. Told stories everywhere, at festivals, in schools, everywhere. She was the head of the National Association for the Perpetuation and Preservation of Storytelling, NAPS, as it moved through to become what is now NSN, the National Storytelling Network. Huge, huge, huge. And she was recognized 4 times by now NSN in the course of 20 years, from 1997 to 2017. She's got the Distinguished Service Award, the National Distinguished Service Award, the Circle of Excellence, and the Lifetime Achievement Award from the National Storytelling Network. Of course, duh. So we're just thrilled that she's being able to be here with us today, and just want to present her with the Lifetime Legacy Award from SAC for all that you've done forever. Thank you, Mary Gay.
This is my special friend. Some of you may have friends like it. And usually she behaves well, but you never know. That's why I got a little helper for her. Yeah. First, last, and always, stories belong in every aspect of life. And we know this because we are this. We also know, though, that stories have their own lives. Once someone asked me to say something or other about storytelling. And I remember thinking there are 1,000 things we could say and have said. But storytelling is a little like living in Berkeley, where everybody has an opinion about many things, and even greater interest in sharing everywhere. We have a community of people who always look for housing, but everybody's got their own space, you might say. And that's true of stories as well. So before I say anything more, first, grace and glory to those who've gone before us. Grace and glory to those who continue to tell stories. And grace and glory to those who follow us and continue to tell. And grace and glory to those who understand the need for stories for the children locally, in particular, who deserve every single thing we can give them. Everything. Nothing more or less than stories about how they are, why they mean, what they mean to this community, and how every single child in the city of Oakland and other communities needs stories like Mother's Milk. We have a program in the city of Oakland, called Books for Wider Horizons, and it could be stories for wider horizons, because our job as storytellers is to care for those, especially young ones, who need stories like Mother's Milk. And that's us. We carry with us the stories that children need to hear, and the stories that our community in Oakland needs to tell. So first, last, and always, what we do is carry the stories from the past and the future, especially for the little ones, little tiny ones. child came in one time to the public library. The place where we know everything. And we're happy to tell you about it. And she said, and this is the God's truth, she said, I want a scary book. And her mother was with her in the moment. I said, Mom, you go down to the big kids' books. And this young woman and I, we will talk about this privately. So I told Mom to skedaddle at the other end of the library. And I sat down with this child. His name was Phoebe. I said, Phoebe, I've known her before she was in Europe. I've known her that long. I said, Phoebe, what kind of book do you think is a scary book? And she's usually that question means to kids, little kids. She's about, I don't know, 5 at the time. It means a suspenseful book. Really. Not a lot of blood you get. And she said, you won't tell my mom? I said, no. We're like priests and priestesses. We're the ones that know all your secrets. And we never tell. And so she said, I want a book, like a book I read, but Mommy doesn't know. I said, really? Don't tell her. I said, never. I said, do you know the name of the book? She said, not exactly, but I kind of do. I said, what can you tell me? Well, it's by a writer named Stephen King. I said, oh my. Which is the only proper response. And did you like it? She said, I loved it. Now this is very rare for a 4 or 5-year-old. But I believe it. So I said, I think I can accommodate you. She said, don't tell Mommy. I said, oh, no. I'm certainly not telling Mommy. And to those of you in this assembly who are children's librarians or former children's librarians, you know this is the truth. It is. Because at the public library, we know your secrets. And we never tell, ever. So I told Mom to go down there, way other end. I got this kid a book. And it had blood and guts and a horrifying thing. She was as happy as she could possibly be if she sat right there with Goldilocks. And she said, will you ever tell? I said, never. That's just the beginning of what it is to give the right story or the right temperament to a child, but also to us. Because we're storytellers, but we're also missionaries. And we're also designed to move stories along and to make them stories for everyone. And would you do? So, first and last and always, we're part of a real, honest-to-God ragtag band. We've lived through these times of the renaissance of storytelling as it started to sink softly and inevitably into the sands of the past. But we're not worried about that. I'm not studs, but the stories will take care of themselves. They always have. They'll come again and they'll leave again. They will always be ready to be revived 1,000 different times. In 1,000 multiplied by 1,000,000 voices. And those voices will never cease, ever. So first, last, and always, here is to the voices who tell stories in every profession, not limited to, in fact, eclipsed by what we used to call platform tellers, professional tellers, or things like performing tellers. And by the way, the kinds of tellers that make a living out of storytelling. That's not what this is about, not one single bit, it never has been. We began this sort of renaissance because we knew that stories transform and change and alter and become everything a community needs and wants. It's not about us. It really is not about us. It's about how stories themselves have their own lives, and they'll take care of themselves. Our job is a big job, and a noble job, a glorious job, is to make sure to get out of the way and not worry about our careers or lack of them. Not worry about the things we think about. So let the stories do the work and get out of the way. And most importantly, I think, is to remember that in these times, after all, due to the work, we're in grave difficulty in this nation. Even in this hallowed place, there are drum beats of 1,000 years ago and even 2 world wars ago. And we're living right on the edge of the sacrifice of our own democracy. And our job as storytellers and as citizens of the kind of story we want to go on. And every engaged citizen and every engaged story listener and teller needs to come back and step up. And that means storytellers, but it also means story listeners. So now I'm asking you to get up, get busy, and get working. Thank you for this honor, and I receive it humbly in the name of Ray Hicks and all those who know. You go, Why, thank you.
Well, thank you all so much, and thank you so much, Mary Gay, for being able to be here in person with us. Tom, for coming. So we're going to take a half-hour break now, and then we'll see you all again for our Regional Gem presentation and concert.